The foreach loop is designed to handle arrays and certain types of PHP objects. It can be used in two different ways. The first gives you access to the value of each array element. The syntax looks like this. The first point to note is that foreach is written as one word. It's a keyword, and if you put a space between for and each, it won't work. Inside the parentheses, you add the name of the array you want to loop through, followed by the as keyword, and then a temporary variable or alias that stores the value of the current array element each time the loop runs. So let's see that in practice. This is foreach_01.php, which you can find in the chapter 5, 05_03 folder of the exercise files. Above the doctype declaration is an indexed array called characters. Let's use a foreach loop to iterate through this array to create a bulleted list of names. So between the UL tags in the HTML, on line 14 we need to add a PHP block. And inside there we'll have our foreach loop. And it's the characters array that we're looping through. Then the as keyword. And each array element is a name, so we'll use name as the alias. Then the body of the loop. In there we need to echo. And we'll have a double quoted string, opening li tag, name, that's the alias for each element as we go through, closing li tag, a semicolon, then just save that and load it into the browser. And there we have that indexed array, which is displayed as the unordered list. As the name suggests, a foreach loop accesses each array element, and it's much simpler than using a for loop for an indexed array, as long as you want to process each array element in order. However, a for loop is better if you don't want to loop through the whole array, or if you want to process it in reverse order. The other way of using a foreach loop gives you access to both the key and value of each array element. Using the foreach loop like this is particularly useful for associative arrays, and the syntax is very similar. After the as keyword, you add two temporary variables separated by the same operator as used to create name-value pairs in an associative array. The first variable stores the key of the current element, and the second one stores its value. So let's see this in practice. This is foreach_02.php, which you can also find in the exercise files for this video. Above the doctype is an associative array called descriptions. So let's use a foreach loop to display these descriptions as paragraphs in the HTML. So under the h1 tag, we need to have a PHP block. Then inside that PHP block, a foreach loop. Then we're running through the descriptions array. And we need the as keyword. And then we'll have the key, the double arrow operator, and the value. Then inside the loop, we need to echo, and we'll have a paragraph tag inside a double quoted string. Then we will have the key, some literal text, and then the value. And of course, we mustn't forget that. We need a period at the end and then a closing p tag. So if we save that and then load this into the browser, we get those three paragraphs. Earth is mostly harmless, Marvin is the paranoid android, and Zaphod Beeblebrox is the president of the Imperial Galactic Government. So we've been using the key here, followed by is, and then the description. So the foreach loop offers a convenient way of looping through every element of an array. In its basic form, which we had here in foreach_01.php, it stores the value of the current array element in a temporary variable. And when used with an associative array, you can define two temporary variables, one that stores the current element's key and the other one for each element's value.